Imagine an aircraft that merges the swiftness of a supersonic jet with the raw power of a heavyweight fighter. A true marvel of military innovation that borders on the fantastical. Think of a plane that's like the F-14 Tomcat's formidable older sibling, the one no one ever told you about. Welcome to the realm of the B-1 Lancer, nicknamed the Bone. The B-1 Lancer is a remarkable fusion of power and speed, outshining even the legendary B-52 in terms of bomb load capacity. It was so formidable that international treaties had to be put in place to curb its capabilities. And here's the plot twist. The B-1 was cancelled not once, but twice. Nevertheless, it made triumphant returns, each time stronger than before, and has since set over 60 world records. So what exactly is it about the B-1 Lancer? Known as the last of the American swing-wing bombers, its story is a fascinating blend of unexpected beginnings and vital roles in today's military operations. In the arsenal of American bombers, each plays a distinct role. The stealthy B-2 Spirit is the go-to for striking with total surprise. The venerable B-52 Stratofortress provides an omnipresent threat, ready to strike at any moment. But the B-1 Lancer? It's the choice when rapid, low-level delivery is needed, skimming under the radar to reach its target. To truly grasp the importance of the B-1 today, we need to trace its roots. In the late 1950s, the advent of advanced anti-aircraft missiles made high-altitude flights perilous for bombers. This vulnerability was starkly highlighted when Gary Power's U-2 spy plane was shot down in 1960. Consequently, the US Air Force adapted by flying bombers at lower altitudes, employing a tactic called terrain masking. This method uses natural landscape features like hills and valleys to evade radar detection. By flying low, bombers blend with ground clutter, making it harder for radar to track them and rendering anti-aircraft missiles less effective. Take, for example, the B-58 Hustler, an aircraft built for high-speed missions. Despite its impressive speed, it struggled with low-altitude operations. Consequently, the B-58 program was terminated after just under a decade of service. On the other hand, the B-52 bomber, although not initially designed for low-level flight, could still manage the task, albeit not ideally. This led to the development of new aircraft known as penetrators, intended for extended, low-level missions. The F-111 fighter bomber emerged as the first true penetrator aircraft. Inspired by this success, the Air Force sought a new bomber that could match the Mach 2 speeds of the B-58 Hustler while offering the range and payload capacity of the B-52. The vision was to create a single bomber that could replace both the B-58 and B-52. Thus began the Advanced Manned Strategic Aircraft (AMSA) project, aimed at developing a bomber with capabilities akin to the F-111. As the AMSA project progressed, it garnered the nickname America's Most Studied Aircraft due to the extensive research and development involved. Despite the effort, some questioned the necessity of a new bomber, suggesting that long-range ICBMs and submarine-launched missiles provided a more effective defense strategy. Defense Secretary Robert McNamara shared this view, focusing on improving the B-52S and utilizing FB-111S for shorter missions instead. The AMSA project faced significant challenges, and its future seemed uncertain. In the world of military aviation, iconic projects like the B-1 bomber often navigate a labyrinth of political debates and decisions. Understanding these various perspectives is essential, much like the journey of the B-1 from blueprint to reality. Let's look back at a pivotal moment in its history. Despite the Advanced Manned Strategic Aircraft project being effectively cancelled in the late 1960s, President Richard Nixon revived it after taking office. By April 1969, the initiative was rebranded as the B-1A program. General Dynamics, Boeing, and Rockwell submitted their designs in January 1970, and by June of that year, Rockwell secured the contract. The B-1A's initial design was nothing short of extraordinary. It included an escape capsule for high-speed ejections and innovative swing wings that could extend for takeoffs and landings, then retract for high-speed flight. This versatility allowed the B-1 to land on airfields that the B-52 could not. In terms of speed, the B-1A was a beast, capable of exceeding Mach 2 at high altitudes and achieving Mach 1.2 at low levels. However, The major obstacle for the B-1, affectionately known as the Bone, was its cost. In 1970, each B-1 was priced at $40 million. By 1975, due to inflation, this cost ballooned to $70 million. To address this, Rockwell sought ways to reduce expenses. They replaced the escape capsule with ejection seats and reduced the low-level speed requirement to Mach 0.85, which minimized the need for expensive titanium in the aircraft's wings and fuselage. But even these cost-saving measures weren't enough. By the time Jimmy Carter assumed the presidency in 1977, the estimated cost of each bomber had skyrocketed to $100 million. Complicating matters further, there were several competing defense projects. Carter was briefed on a top-secret stealth bomber under development, known as the Advanced Technology Bomber, ATB, which would eventually be known as the B-2 Spirit. Additionally, Pentagon officials promoted the AGM-68 Air-Launched Cruise Missile, ALCM, which could be fired from a safe distance by a B-52 to penetrate Soviet air defenses. In light of these alternatives, President Carter made a significant decision in June 1977. He cancelled the B-1 program in favor of enhancing submarine-launched nuclear missiles and modernizing the B-52 fleet. This marked a critical juncture in the B-1's journey, setting the stage for its eventual resurgence and the pivotal role it would play in modern military aviation. Let's dive into the remarkable story of the B-1 Lancer, an aircraft whose journey through political and technological challenges ultimately led to its rebirth and continued relevance in modern military aviation. In an unexpected turn of events, the program that produced the B-2 stealth bomber, a key factor in the cancellation of the B-1, ironically played a role in bringing the B-1 back to life. When President Carter decided to cancel the B-1 program, it sparked a heated debate, dividing opinions along party lines. Republicans saw the cancellation as a sign of weakened national defense, while Democrats supported the decision. Ronald Reagan, during his 1980 presidential campaign, frequently cited the cancellation as a major flaw in Carter's defense strategy, arguing that it left the nation vulnerable. Upon assuming office, Reagan faced a critical decision. Should the United States wait for the ATB stealth bomber to be ready, or should the B-1 program be revived as an interim solution? The ATB, which eventually became the B-2 Spirit, was experiencing delays, prompting Reagan to act decisively. In January 1982, the Air Force awarded Rockwell 2 contracts totaling $2.2 billion to develop and build 100 B-1 bombers, leading to the creation of the B-1B variant. The B-1B was significantly modified to meet new mission requirements, focusing on enhancing its stealth capabilities rather than maintaining the high speeds of its predecessor. This involved replacing complex variable geometry intake ramps with simpler fixed geometry ones and incorporating serpentine ducts to conceal the engine fan blades from radar. While not a true stealth aircraft, these modifications reduced the B-1B's radar cross-section to about 1/15th of a B-52 making it less detectable by enemy defenses. The aircraft's design prioritized high subsonic speeds at low altitudes, achieving Mach 0.92, with a top speed of Mach 1.2 at higher altitudes. Despite ongoing criticism, the B-1B's advantages were clear. It could carry both nuclear and conventional payloads and operate from a broader range of airfields compared to the B-52. The first B-1B rolled off the production line in 1984, and by 1988, the 100th aircraft was delivered. One of the standout features of the B-1B is the small canard-like wings near its nose, part of the Structural Mode Control System, SMCS. This system helps smooth out the ride at low altitudes, protecting the aircraft's structure from the stresses of turbulence and terrain following flight. Powered by 4 afterburning F-101 engines, each producing over 30,000 pounds of thrust, the B-1B boasts impressive speed and power. These engines later evolved into the F-110, which was used in the Super Tomcat and F-16 Fighting Falcon. The B-1B holds over 60 world records for speed, payload, distance, and time to climb. One remarkable achievement was in 1993 when 3 B-1Bs set a long-distance record, demonstrating their global strike capability. The B-1B's bomb load is immense. It can carry 75,000 pounds of bombs in 3 internal bays and an additional 50,000 pounds on 6 external hardpoints. This versatility includes a variety of precision-guided munitions, thanks to the Lockheed Sniper XR pod, which enhances target identification and engagement. Feared during the Cold War, the B-1 was specifically restricted under nuclear arms treaties due to its potential. It has since seen action in various conflicts, including Kosovo, Afghanistan, and the Gulf War, delivering both conventional and precision-guided munitions. For instance, during the first 6 months of Operation Enduring Freedom, 8 B-1s dropped nearly 40% of the bombs used by coalition forces, including around 3,900 JDAMs. The 37th Bomb Squadron, known as the Tigers, played a significant role, maintaining a constant presence in the air and responding to multiple support requests daily. The B-1 has saved countless lives, providing critical support to ground troops. In recent years, the B-1 has been active in operations against ISIS and in the Pacific Theater. Plans to upgrade the B-1 aim to keep it operational until 2038. With the B-21 radar in development, any delays could extend the B-1's service life further, much like its resurgence due to the B-2's delays. The story of the B-1 Lancer is one of resilience and adaptability, proving that even in the face of cancellation, a well-designed aircraft can find new life and continue to serve as a vital component of national defense. From political battles to technological advancements, the B-1 has navigated through numerous challenges to become an indispensable titan of the skies. If you enjoyed this video, kindly hit the subscribe and like button for more. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you will be notified when we upload new videos. Thanks for watching, see you in the next video.